Last week's podcast, I told you I was trying to get excited about the Spence Crawford fight, and I could not. I have been a huge boxing fan back to the days of Ali, then Sugar Ray Leonard. I was so into Pacquiao Mayweather. Heck, I was so into the goosebumps caused by hoping that Conor McGregor could connect just one long looping left hand to Floyd's jaw when those two fought in Vegas. I was into it. And it made those two beaucoup of money. I said I was going to watch Spence versus Crawford. I said I was going to tweet about it, and I did, round by round. The problem is, neither of those fighters have the magnetism, have the charisma, detonate the magnitude that Ali and Sugar Ray could, or even Floyd because of his 50-0 greatness, especially defensively. But the more I watch Bud Crawford do a number on poor Errol Spence, pick him to pieces, the more impressed I was. He doesn't have aura. He doesn't have brand appeal. He's not a household name. This man has achieved the quietest 40-0 in the history of boxing because I knew who he was, but I didn't appreciate what he was until Saturday night, until it was completely over. He toyed with Errol Spence because he's a boxer and Errol, at best, is a long, lanky puncher. What he did to Errol Spence was unspectacularly spectacular. He left the poor man's face a complete mess. He left no doubt. And he got me to thinking, because he's not that controversial, he's not that charismatic, have we completely underestimated and underrated Bud Crawford, lo these many years? He's 35 years old. What if he had been 10 years older? What if he had come up with Floyd Mayweather Jr.? What if they had had a matchup the way Spence and Crawford finally had on Saturday night? Would Bud Crawford have beaten Floyd Mayweather? You better believe he would have. And I'll be the first to confess, I'm sorry, Bud's 36 now because Floyd is 46, so it's a 10-year gap. But I'll be the first to confess, I'm not a Floyd fan, never have been. But I look at stature to start with. Floyd, 5 feet 8 inches tall, reach of 72 inches. Bud Crawford is 5 feet 8 inches tall with a reach of 74 inches. He's got long arms. Bud Crawford would nearly be Floyd's equal in defensive skill. Nearly be. He's at least as gifted as Floyd is when it comes to strategic brilliance. Remember what he was doing to Spence. He just gave him the first round because he's probing, he's checking, he's playing chess. You're going to try what on me? Then he takes control in round 2. I thought he gave him round 3 because he's still probing and checking, and then here we went, and the onslaught came, and it was hard to watch. It was a beatdown of the highest order. Yet here's the difference. Bud Crawford is a Mayweather who can actually punch. He can actually bring blood with those short, quick, inside shots of his, those little jabs and crosses, little counter punches. Bud has underrated thud to him. Mayweather would ultimately be looking into the mirror at a better Mayweather. That's what would have happened. Mayweather would be trying to figure out a chess master of a boxer with KO power. That would be a fatal boxing recipe for Floyd Mayweather Jr. I just don't think he could have beaten this man head to head at their ultimate, at their primest of the prime. I'm sorry, Bud Crawford blew me away the other night. He is the realest deal. And he has gotten little to no acclaim for the fame that he deserves. Man, I wish I could have seen Bud Crawford take apart Floyd Mayweather Jr. the way he did Errol Spence. I hope you enjoyed that video. You ready for more? Make sure you click that subscribe button for all the exclusive content from the Skip Bayless Show. And don't forget to check out the full episode of the show wherever you get your podcasts by clicking the link in the description.